Welcome to Dateline Polk with news about your county government. I'm your host, Leanne Thomas. Today, you'll learn about County Commission actions from the June 2nd board meeting. The board approved an infrastructure agreement for $194,000 with APG CNB Holding LLC to install a sewer line in West Haven residential development. The segment of 8-inch line will span 1,050 feet and will serve the remaining developable parcel. It also eliminates the need for a lift station, reducing future operating and maintenance costs.
We were here to introduce to the board a meeting with APG CNB Holding LLC, which has to do with installing a sewer line under Buckingham Drive in the West Haven development in the northeast part of Polk County. This agreement will actually save the county some dollars and cents in terms of not having to construct a lift station in the last remaining parcel in West Haven. So that payback time will be about 7 to 8 years.
The board also approved an infrastructure agreement for $300,000 with MP Lakeland Logistics to improve Wabash Avenue. Improvements include widening travel lanes for approximately 1,200 feet and adding a southbound left turn lane at the Wabash Avenue and Memorial Boulevard intersection.
We also presented to the board here today an agreement with MP Lakeland Logistics LLC, who's going to be constructing a warehouse distribution center in the Lakeland area of the county next to Wabash Avenue. It's going to be done in 2 phases. The agreement requires the developer to improve Wabash Avenue for 2 12-foot travel lanes and then 2 bike paths on both sides, and includes right-of-way for the expansion of that road also.
With a 4-to-1 vote, the board approved a contract for $485,000 with Hoare Construction LLC for Phase 1, design and pre-construction services of a parking garage between the County Administration Building and the Lawrence W. Crowe facility. The artist rendition shows a multi-story parking garage with at least 600 spaces. Commissioner Dantzler voted in opposition.
This morning we received approval from the board to move forward with the design and pre-construction effort for the new parking garage that's going to be constructed between the Administration Building and the Lawrence Crowe Building, right across the street from the courthouse. We hope to have the design done in approximately 90 days and start construction sometime in September, and hopefully complete in April of next year.
The board adopted a resolution amending the Polk County incentive programs, which provide a source of funds to incentivize business relocations and expansions to Polk County. The resolution authorized the county to provide additional qualified target industry funding. Polk County's incentive programs augment the state of Florida's qualified target industry program and competitively positions Polk County for growth both statewide and nationally. The board adopted a resolution pledging $21,600 to Project Magician 1 under the county's incentive program. Project Magician 1 is a global theme park company proposing to open a new development office near one of its theme parks, adding 27 full-time jobs, paying at least 115% of Polk County's 2013 average annual wage, which was $42,731. In other news, Emergency Management Director Pete McNally and Jennifer Cotto Salisbury with the Central Florida Regional Planning Council provided an update on the local mitigation strategy.
Today's presentation by the Central Florida Regional Planning Council was for the introduction of the local mitigation strategy update for the commissioners, giving them an idea of where we stood with the plan, what the status of the update was, and what the plan really covers with regard to how it affects the county, what types of different programs we have, different sections within that plan to cover both hazard identification, vulnerability assessment, as well as how we're going to try to overcome those vulnerabilities should something happen.
We were here talking to the commissioners today to let them know about the local mitigation strategy update. This is a plan that Polk County and its 17 municipalities have in place, and it really allows us to take a look at the potential hazards, both natural and man-made, including hurricanes, tornadoes, tropical storms, sinkholes, dam failures, train derailments, many of the different types of things that can occur in an area. And this is a plan so that we can address those events and take a proactive approach.
CareerSource Polk President and CEO Stacey Campbell Dominic and Board Chair Katrina Lunsford presented the Workforce Development Board's year-end report.
We're here today just to update the board on our annual performance. Gave them update on our meeting that was in Jacksonville in May concerning the new WIOA Act and our participation as board chair and also as a team here from CareerSource Polk, and really meeting around the round table to come up with ideas and things that we can do in implementing the new law. Also, before then, we updated on the 5.7% reduction in our unemployment rate, along with the great job that my team here at CareerSource Polk is doing to be innovative and to move this community and this job workforce positive, both with employees and also members of the community here for employment for jobs. So we were happy and elated and excited about what the team is doing here, and good to give the commission update about what's going on here in Polk as it relates to workforce.
The board approved CareerSource Polk's application for initial local workforce area designation and continued the existing charter of the Regional Workforce Board. They also approved the Workforce Development Board's 2015-2016 preliminary budget. In public hearings, the board adopted county-initiated large-scale comprehensive plan and land development code text amendments, making them consistent with the recent changes to the county's interlocal agreement with the Polk County School Board. The board adopted a county-initiated large-scale comprehensive plan text amendment adding collector roads, shown in black, as part of the locations and development and activity centers and other land uses. The board adopted an ordinance amending the Polk County Code Enforcement Special Magistrate Ordinance. These changes include amending the legislative intent to clarify the ordinance, amending the definition of Code Enforcement Division, amending the jurisdiction of the Special Magistrate to specifically include the Florida Building Code and Florida Fire Prevention Code, amending the ordinance to correct typos, amending the noticing requirements, allowing notice to be sent to the address on file with property appraiser or contained in the last deed for the property, clarifying that appeals must be filed with the appellate special magistrate prior to filing an appeal with the circuit court, authorizing the county manager or the county manager's designee to reduce a fine below 50% of the fine amount, and adding a subsection to allow for partial releases of lien. The board approved Mosaic's request to extend the current gypsum stack at their New Wells facility to include phases 3 and 4. The request will also encompass the completion of the existing phases 1 and 2 gypsum stack, all on approximately 1,500 acres. Recent changes to the Development of Regional Impact statute no longer require a development order for industrial development. As a result, the board approved Mosaic's request rescinding the New Wells gypsum stack Development of Regional Impact Development Order. And finally, the board appointed Patrina McCutcheon and Ryan Reese and reappointed John Hurt, Adil Khan, David McCraw, Michael Mekaleff, Linda Pilkington, and Virginia Cheney to the Workforce Development Board for a 3-year term ending June 1, 2018. And now I'd like to introduce some people who will help out with the program. On my right, I've got Josh Wilson with the Rohr Home, Neil Ryan, who works in utilities, Crystal Roll works in the budget office, Chanel Allen, Healthy Families, and Tanya Tucker with Housing and Neighborhood Development. And I look forward to them working on the show with us. To keep current with programs in progress in the county, visit us online at polk-county.net or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We encourage you to join us at the next scheduled board meeting at 9 a.m. on Tuesday, June 23rd. Thank you for watching this edition of Dateline Polk.